Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Us Being You. This is episode number 10. We would say it is halfway there for us as a mental goal. We're trying to add our first goal that we had with this is at least to get to 20 episodes. That does not mean we're going to stop at 20, but it's good to have something to reach, a goal to reach. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Fa, how you been? What's up? What's new with you?
Everything is good. Thank God. Everything's good. How
That's
about you?
good.
What's up with you?
Fantastic. I genuinely can't complain. Life's been pretty peaceful. Uh, I'm not gonna say I have all the money in the world or all the whatever most people view as what allows you to be happy. But for me personally, I would say without a doubt, I'm pretty content with how things are. Can't complain. I have a beautiful fiance that I have nothing to complain about. And to me, I'll be straight up with you, like that's enough. Like I'm chilling. Like she's amazing, and that's great for me.
You're living the moment right now. Just live
Maybe,
it.
right? Would you say
Oh,
it's like
just
a
live it. Just
so
live it. Yeah.
speaking
It's
of
it's
that,
beautiful.
yeah.
It's
So
beautiful memories.
why don't we talk about love then on this episode? I think love,
Love.
yeah.
Love is a good thing.
I mean, let's go for it. Let's shoot for it.
When you do
Love is
love,
yeah.
y-
So what? A very difficult question, I would say, and a very dense and complex question. But what do you define as love?
love cannot be controlled.
Okay.
Uh, you know when you're in love
Yep, I can
because your
agree with
heart
that.
tells you. Because your
Okay.
heart tells you, not
Hmm.
you.
Fair.
Uh, I believe to keep going to love,
Yeah.
you gotta love every day.
Every
Like you
day.
have, yes, yes, yes. To keep going to love, you gotta. It's like you're watering your flower. If you don't take care of it, your flower will die.
Fair. Yep.
You gotta take care of love. And
Now,
if you do love for real from the bottom of your heart, you will do that.
yeah.
Uh, love is, it has seven levels, right?
Okay. This is you've said this to me before,
Yeah,
and
love is the
we've never
first
dove
one.
into it and really discussed what these levels are. So
Yeah,
I would love to hear what they are, and of course, whoever's listening,
yeah.
I'm sure.
Seven loves. I mean, love is. I'm sorry. Seven steps or seven levels. Love is the first step. It's the first level. When you see someone, when you love someone, when
That
you feel like,
attraction. You feel like
yeah,
there's a sense
this
of
is
it,
it.
something
And your
visual,
second level is like you just can't sleep.
the
You feel
thoughts.
like, yeah, thoughts like when I'm gonna see her, how or see him, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like this is second part. Third part is like you can't wait to see her, and you're scared,
I think I'm gonna be smiling a lot on this episode, but yeah, go
and
ahead.
you start feeling worried. Are you gonna be the guy that always gonna provide beautiful words? You're gonna keep describing her how beautiful she is, like a poetry, uh, it's not you anymore. You're
Okay,
not speaking. Your mind is not speaking. You're controlled by your feelings. Level
interesting.
4, feelings get
Hold
in
on. That was the
in
third
in
level you just mentioned right now, correct?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I guess we're at 3. Yeah. 4 is like when you're done, you feel like
A
this
decision
is
has
the
been
person.
made. This is the one for you. Okay.
Yeah, like this is the person I want to keep going. There isn't a way. I think level 5, when you feel this is it, and here comes the scary part. I think level 5, when you get scared a lot
Okay.
of
Because you've now
losing
taken
it,
this
of
decision.
losing her.
Exactly. And
Yes.
because you've taken this decision, like this is the person I want to be with. For the sake of
Oh, that
conversation,
decision has been taken a long time ago.
for the sake
But
of hold
now,
on. But before we continue, for the sake of conversation, treat it as if like it's like me, right? Like like I'm speaking to a girl, so that way we don't go back and forth, so there's no confusion.
right,
But
right.
yeah, go ahead. So now, so it's like me, like you're saying. So at this stage is probably you said the fifth stage, correct?
Yeah.
Is where you start doubting and questioning, and maybe like now you're more afraid because now you've taken this decision that you're going to commit to this individual,
It's
and
it's not you anymore. It's your
so
feelings, it's your heart.
yeah,
Your heart is in control, not you. Not you.
I would agree.
Dude,
I would agree.
my heart, when I was growing up,
Hold on.
when I felt the love,
Before you get there.
my heart will drop,
Now let's jump to
like drop.
the sixth state, the sixth level. So what happens on the sixth level, you would say?
Okay, on the fifth one, we said that when you just like, this is the scary part,
All
like
right.
you don't want to lose her, all
No,
that.
okay, six.
Yeah. Sixth one is like, I don't know, like in Arabic we call it ilham, meaning you start feeling her in the air.
Yeah.
Like you start like knowing
Senses.
she's
So
coming.
ilham is in
Like
a way is like your
yeah,
senses. It's like you
yeah.
like
So some people, and don't take me wrong, these are not set up correctly.
yeah.
Some will feel level 6 as number 2, some will feel number 2 at level
Interesting.
6.
Hmm.
So whoever is hearing is like, no, no, this guy's wrong. I felt this before. Yeah, you're right. It
Everyone
depends
feels love in their own
situation.
way.
It depends if your relationship is far away,
Uh-huh.
if your relationship is in the same on the same street, in a different country. It really depends. If you just saw her and you might not see her till next week. I mean, it really depends. Like
Yeah.
some feelings will hit you before other feelings. It depends on, but it's science proved, I guess, by all lovers. They met and they sit down thousands of years ago and they decided love has 7 levels, and level 7 is when you know your lover is in
That's
trouble,
it.
or if you feel she's like you will
You can feel, yeah, like
give
if they're
your
off, if
life
something's
to
bothered,
her.
and now it's just commitment. It's just the full all the way. That's
Oh,
it.
it's way more than that. You will give your life
Yeah.
to her.
Yeah.
Like if you feel like, if she needs eyes, okay, and to see if she's blind, you will give your eyes to
Damn.
her.
Yeah. I can relate. I can relate. I that makes complete sense to me. I think love, of course, everyone feels love differently. Everyone experiences it differently. I think at its root, a lot of it. What do you say? This is a we hear this a lot that love is like respect. Okay, and I've noticed, and to me, I would agree with that, but to a certain extent, because look, every person you respect, you more than likely love them. It's like a 99%. Like every person you respect, you probably have some sort of love towards them. And of course, everyone has different love. There's a love for your mother, the love for your brother or your
Oh
sister,
yes,
or that.
yes,
But that's
different
all
love.
different.
Yes.
The love for you have for your partner. Okay, what do you say separates it from all other loves? I think that is an answer in itself in a way. Taking that deep breath because it's difficult. It's
I
difficult.
would
It's
say yes. Let's say, okay, I'll explain it in a different way.
sure.
Let's say your mom lives in Texas and you live in
Okay.
California.
All
Like,
right.
okay, my situation. My
Right.
mom was in California, right? Um, if I find out I'm going to California, let's say I'm 15 years old,
Okay.
okay? Then yeah, I'll get happy. I'm going to see my mom,
Right.
right? But if I love someone, like I'm talking about
Love.
true love, deeply
Yeah.
love, and I'm 15, I can't take no decisions on buying a ticket, flying there. I have no control of all situation. All I hear in the house, like, we're going to California tomorrow, your heart will drop. Like that fucking night, you won't be able to sleep.
Uh-huh.
Every second becomes an hour. Every hour
Mm-hmm.
becomes a year. Every year
Yeah.
becomes a century. Every century becomes no time. Like time will not pass. You'll be flipping left and right. And it's not you, your heart preparing itself.
Yeah.
How you gonna meet your girl?
And
Like,
you know, one thing I didn't understand before I would say I fell in love. I remember you and my brother Femi, you guys had this conversation, and Femi sends us a picture to the group chat that we have, and he says, and he sends a picture that says the heart has its own memory.
that was the one of the deepest thing I've heard in
Yeah.
my life.
And
That he
at
killed
the
me that
time,
day.
yeah,
He
and
killed me.
and
That's
at
so deep though.
it
Like, hold on,
it
stop
is.
right there.
Okay.
Stop right there. This is deep.
Yeah, I agree. I
This is
agree.
this is freaking deep.
Well,
And
I
I
mean,
thank him for that
oh,
because
100%.
he
I didn't
made
get
me
it at the time.
realize
I didn't
something.
understand it.
Yes. Yes.
Look, I'll let you get there. We'll talk about the quote in a moment. But what I wanted to add was that I didn't understand it at the time. Like to me, I was like, what the fuck? Like y'all are tripping. Like, what are you guys saying? The heart has its own memory. And then I remember you told me you're like, you don't get it, but hopefully one day you will. And I'm glad that I did come to a point in my life where I do understand that now. And now, sure, like I would love to hear what you think about that, and like give us a little more detail about it.
It's a beautiful thing,
It's a
man.
beautiful
It's just a
quote.
beautiful thing. And sometimes like you're just driving and shit pops in your head
Yeah.
and
And
your
it's
heart
not your
start
brain. This is
beeping
not your brain
faster.
telling you, as
No,
you said. This is your heart
no,
telling you,
no,
like,
yeah.
you need this.
The
You
only the only fight the only fight your heart wins when love is in when love is in the war. That's the only fight your heart wins.
The only fight
See,
your heart wins is when
when
love.
love is in the war, when the war is about love.
Yeah.
So let's say sometimes the war is about you want to give your child something and your wife saying no and you're saying yes. Your mind might just win the fight, like, no,
100%.
I gotta be tough.
Because this is the
No, if
logical thing to do.
I'm gonna be soft. No, heart, shut up. Mind, brain, win the fight.
Hmm.
But when love is involved, no question asked, the heart will win it at all
Yeah.
time. You say a lot of stuff. I don't want to see her anymore. Blah, blah, blah. We're done. But as soon as you have an opportunity, a little one, to know a little bit of news about her, your heart will make you do it.
Damn. You know,
Straight
and
up.
that's what it is. A lot of people, I think, misunderstand, and they maybe approach love from a logical point of view. But I've learned that even me being a very, person who just always has to be by the book and follow the rules and stuff, I've learned that love can't be built that way. Love is built on that mystery, on that the question mark, on that, like,
On
uh
its own memory,
exactly. And in a
famous said.
way, exactly. And those moments that I have now, me having a long distance relationship with my wife being in the Middle East and me being here, or excuse me, my future wife, uh, for sure. Sometimes I'm just sitting, and I'll remember like moments that when I went to visit her and all that. Like I'll just have a moment, and that isn't necessarily, and like we said, that isn't my brain telling me like, oh, blah blah blah. Like that's my heart like asking. And if I thought love was something so simple when I was younger. But when I fell in love, when I reached that level of love, I realized it is so, so, so much more complicated and so much
Oh,
more
yes.
beautiful than what you think it is. And anyone can describe it to you and try to give you this fucking perfect laid out explanation, and tell you like, oh, no, you're gonna feel this, you're gonna feel that. But it is always, always, always unique in itself to every individual, and it is impossible to describe. It's a feeling that you can't explain. And I
Yeah.
think that's what makes
It,
it
it,
beautiful.
it's the same feeling no matter how much you love your nephews, cousins, uncle, brother, mother.
Relatives, right?
When you're gonna have your own child, okay, one hug from him or her will make you forget the world.
Damn.
Straight up. I'm not saying like this is different kind of love.
100%.
Okay. This different. This is probably the best love. Like I would say, yeah. But loving your girl, it's just a beautiful freaking thing. Just sitting down and thinking, what are you gonna write her? How you what kind of poetry in which way you gonna describe her?
Words are
I
never
wrote
enough. Words are
I
never
wrote
enough.
books. I wrote
Damn.
notebooks, books.
Uh-huh.
I wrote like I'm not like I don't know. And the thing is, I don't I just I stop. I gotta stop right here. I can't even talk anymore because now you're dragging me back to my memories. I freaking used to get the pen and just
Damn.
write. Just
Yeah.
write. Like I don't have to squeeze my mind. I don't have to pause. Oh shit. No, just
You're
boom,
right.
boom, boom. Like this much paper, like in a week. Like just write, 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 write. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a story that happened to me that broke my heart. Uh, like I was in love with a chick, right? And I used to write her poetry
Uh-huh.
poems, but I can't see her, okay?
Okay.
Because situation, family, and shit.
Whatever, yeah.
So her friend, she used to come see me. So I used to give her the envelope to take
Damn.
it to her.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm not sure if I told you this. Then did I tell you that story?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing
Yeah.
it, so
Then a month later, I saw my beautiful lady. So I'm just sitting down and waiting for her to comment on the poems that I wrote her. Like
100%, yeah.
when is she gonna say something? Like, because she used to comment a lot, like, "Oh my God, you killed me here. Oh, how did you say that? Like, so beautifully said." And if you read them, like probably a different person will be like, "Shit, this guy has many mistakes. Like, what the heck is this?" But to her, they were the world.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting down, like, I was like, in the end, hey, do you like him? Did you like them? Because I was writing like 2, 3 a day. Like I
You're like,
put
is
so
all my
much
is all
effort.
my effort like going to waste or what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
I'm
I'm like,
curious.
so you don't like him? She was like what? Like all the poems that I sent you.
No
I didn't get
shit.
any. I
No
was like, what? He was like,
way.
that's why I was mad at you because you didn't send me any. I was like, what are you talking about? She didn't give you any. She said, no. So okay, whatever. Let's move on. So we talked, whatever, right? Then in the morning, when we went to school, I saw her. I was like, what the heck? Why didn't you pass him? It's like, pass him to who? Like, I told you to. I was like, oh, I thought they were for me.
No fucking
I promise you this. So I was like,
Bro, that's so fucking
wait a minute.
unfortunate. I feel bad for
What do you
the girl that
mean?
was
She was like,
accepting the letters.
I was like, I thought you loved me. I was like, no, they're not for you. And the tricky thing is, I don't
Oh
write her
fuck.
name in any like I never wrote her name in
Yeah.
any poems, in any letters, because I always called her names. Like I created names. So I
Yeah.
never called her in her real name. So every day I call her like my beautiful princess, like
Whatever the case may
my
be. And
whatever it
but
is. Okay.
she knew, I'm sure that by if she read them, she would know like it was you. That's the thing about love too. Like it builds this connection that
Straight up.
it's indescribable. If you genuinely love a person and you have a beautiful relationship with them, really, really, I think it's like it's something that only you two can understand. It's not something that, and like I said, you could sit there and I could
And
explain everything.
you're taking me back. You're taking me
Fa,
back.
love must have been such an
I
important thing in your
started
life.
probably at 13 years old. That's when my heart started pumping.
Damn. And would you
Like
say, how
that's
did you know? So here's the thing. How do you know that that's not just like some childhood love? How did you know the difference?
it's just bro.
You
You
know,
just
yeah, that's
your
true.
eyes will your eyes will deliver the message to the heart. The heart accept the photos, the pictures, accept whatever it sees, and your heart start pumping like crazy. And this is it. This is
Yeah.
it.
What do you
It's
say?
crazy.
What do you say to like anyone out there who they may love a person, and they genuinely love a person, but they have these moments where there's a lot of struggle, there's a lot of disagreement, there's a lot of back and forth. Is love worth fighting for? And I know that sounds like such an obvious answer you're gonna probably give me now, but I'm curious. At times, like, would you say you'll know when it's worth fighting for, and when's the time to step back? When's the time to step away?
Please do not ever step back and do not ever step away. Always fight for your
Yeah,
love. Always fight for your love. And here's one thing. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it a lot. Couples love each other, they get married, and their life is destroyed because they didn't move up. They did not level up with life.
yeah,
Women always want to be called names. Beautiful, beautiful lady, stuff like that.
gorgeous. Yeah, whatever.
But
It's
sometimes, man, when you're a teenager or you're adult and young age and you don't get anything in mind. You don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry
that's
about
true.
like, oh, someone's gonna come to my car if I don't make a payment.
Yeah,
So all you do, you're so good. you're so good. Like this is all you do. Just write shit, impress your chick. I mean, take her out, do everything possible because that's all
That's
you
your
do.
priority, yeah, because you got nothing
That's
else.
it,
Yeah.
nothing else. Okay, nothing else.
Yeah.
Well, when you level up, you have kids, and
Mm.
your life changes a lot, and some woman keeps wants you to be the same to them. It's not gonna work like that. Women
Yeah,
have to understand that this dude, you're not his first priority anymore. Well, you are, but in a way you're not, because if he does not take care of the other stuff, the whole family will fall apart. So you still his first priority no matter what. Okay, but he gotta take care of bills. His mind is not just set on you.
yeah.
Now he gotta go play with his kids. Like, I, trust me,
It's
I've
about
read
this.
books when
It's
I've
about.
read books.
Uh-huh.
I'll let you say it. I'll have
Yeah,
you
for
say this.
sure.
I've read books when women are jealous from their own kids because
This
they
is actually a
feel,
real thing, by the way. This is a real
yes,
thing.
yeah, I
Yeah.
read it. And like they're so jealous from their own kids because their father's spending more time with their kids. Like, how
Yeah.
could you be jealous?
And
But
as a matter of fact, there's a lot of instances where people will have children, and they have this trouble, like you're saying, finding this adjustment and understanding, like, holy shit, now this love that was once fully like mine is doesn't just belong to me anymore. And and you have to, as an individual, have to accept that, and you have to understand that. I think, which is that's the problem. But as you level up in life and as you progress through life, tweaks and adjustments are going to happen. You're going to take different
yes,
decisions. Your work
and
life changes, your emotional
don't
life,
take
your
me
physical
wrong.
life.
Even my wife and I fall into it.
Yeah.
We did,
No one's perfect. Yeah.
and you will too. Trust me. Somehow you will too. So somehow your girl is gonna feel like, oh, you're not treating me the same, blah blah. But it gets better after you sit down. Be like, what am I doing? You're right. Like I need to focus a little bit more here and there.
You start
But
figuring
when
out
you
the balance.
adjust,
Hmm.
yeah, when you start doing a little bit balance, and she'll understand life a little bit more, and you understand life a little bit more, then you guys will unite. Like you'll become one soul,
So,
just one
so
soul.
do you think? So, what do you think? So, of course, every couple is different. A lot of people when they're starting out, some couples fight more than others. Some couples are closer to each other more than others, and they don't argue as much. uh what would you say is a thing that allows these people that say, listen, I really love this person, and yes, sometimes we argue and we fight all the time, and would you say that you should focus on the fact of, hey, is this an individual that I can level up in my life with, or should you focus on the love initially and those things will come with time?
I think if you do argue a lot every single day, then you're not loving a person.
I agree. I agree. I agree with that
You're
to
not. I do. A lot of people do have fights. They do have problems. That's very normal. That's natural. But if it does happen every day, what is love?
yeah.
What is
And
love?
that's the thing. And I think love, someone said something, I read this thing one time, is that a lot of people in life, they just genuinely want one thing, which is like unconditional life. So unconditional love. And that means basically just simply love without conditions. So just because you're fucking pissed off today, you shouldn't come home and go off on my ass because, like, you had a bad day at work, whatever. You still gotta love me the same. Don't put conditions on our love, like, oh, today I'm mad, so I'm not, I don't love you today. I can't love you as much as I want to. And I'm not saying that you're not gonna have days where you're not as, let's say, like some days you're just tired, you're not able to, and all
And
that.
that's what the other party must understand. Then
Yeah.
love is not from only one side. It must be from both sides. I got a question for you.
Sure, yeah, go
Do
for
you
it.
think in Valentine's Day, always a man got to gift a woman, right?
Well, for the most, yeah, it's
Do you
chivalry,
think do
yeah.
you, do you think a woman should be gifted her man? Gift her
Sh-
man?
sh- should be gifting her man.
Yeah, like buying anything to him.
I mean, look, men by our nature, we don't tend to care a lot about these things, right? But I don't see what's wrong with it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting a little beautiful gift
I'm
from
I'm
your spouse. Like, I think, or your significant other. I think it's another way. Listen, you don't have to tell someone I love you for them to know that they love you. There's so many ways to say I love you. How you doing today? Them checking up on you. Them caring how, like, if you're good. that's a form of love. That's a form of affection. Another form of love, giving gifts sometimes is a form of love and affection. I think it all depends on the individual. Some people, they enjoy it, and they would love like to receive a gift during Valentine's Day, or even just a flower. Men aren't that hard to please. Let's be honest. Like we don't give a fuck as much as girls.
We don't give a
And
fuck, but also sharing gifts, it's a beautiful thing.
and that's what I'm saying. So it's nice. It's still nice to know, like, hey, this person in front of me, like, hey, they thought about me. You know, it's not gonna
It
maybe like,
doesn't have to be in Valentine's Day. I mean, I
of
would love
course.
sometimes to come home and my wife, hey, honey, I got you this. That's a beautiful thing.
100%. Even if it's the smallest thing sometimes. And as a matter of fact,
Yes,
I
yes,
personally think the more thoughtful or the more smaller gifts that don't have necessarily a large, they're not attached to a large value of money, like they're not as expensive. I don't think the expensive gifts are as nice as sometimes cheaper gifts. Cheaper gifts sometimes have a lot more meaning than those really expensive gifts. And honestly, can I tell you
right,
something?
right.
Like I remember when I went the first time to the Middle East, I won't specify exactly what I got, but they weren't the most expensive things in the world. But I know those things had those items that I brought, they had so much meaning. And that to an individual, sometimes that's like, to me, that's love. That's more about love. It's not just about, okay, like, oh, I bought you a nice little watch. I bought you, and it's like, fuck that shit, bro. That's not what's important. Like even just a letter sometimes is plenty. Like
That's what I'm
that what
saying.
does that cost? A piece of paper, a pen, and a couple minutes of your time. Like those little gestures are so valuable and so important to me. And I think
Dude,
if an individual is able to accept things on a smaller scale like that, that's when they know they really love the person in front of
dude,
them.
speaking of a letter,
Okay.
just imagine this. Just imagine this. And
Okay.
and this is a true story. Okay.
All right. I'm listening.
One day she wrote me something.
Okay.
Okay. I was so scared to open it.
Damn.
Like I don't want to open it. Like I want to, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I don't want to open it because
Damn.
I was so excited. Like I want to know what's in it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I don't want to break this moment. I just want to keep it alive. Like I get gifted like a letter. Got home, closed the door, closed the blind, lay down on my bed. I hugged it.
Damn.
I hugged it. I turned. I slept with it. I woke up. It love's beautiful, dude.
Yeah, I agree. You know what's funny is that
Like,
I didn't care as much.
just imagine you doing this. I mean,
No,
but
no,
I'm
I
saying
get it. I get
like
it.
you'll be doing. You might not be doing the same thing, but you'll be doing something stupid,
In
like
my
similar
own
to it
way,
in a different. Exactly.
I'll tell you what happened to me. So it's I didn't so I'm not a very I don't like gifts. I don't really celebrate my birthday as much. Like I'm just whatever. Now, I'm not saying that if you do celebrate your birthday, that means like, oh, you're something wrong with you. No, no, no. That's just how I am, you know? I'm a type of guy, I don't really give a fuck, you whatever, right? But I remember
Well,
my last
things will
visit.
change. Just remember
Yes,
that
yes, yes, 100%.
because your kids will change you. I was just like you, didn't give a
I
fuck,
know, I
but
know,
now
I
my
know.
kids will. Yeah.
Without a doubt. And I've learned to understand that like that's what it is. You're gonna have to make adjustments to the people that you love and
Yeah,
the
don't be
important people of your
hard.
life.
Don't be hard, dude. Like this
Exactly.
is my way, and break the whole
100%.
happiness in the house because I want
100%.
no gift. I mean,
When I
don't
was
do
younger, I
that.
used to get frustrated about that. But no, no, no. I've changed completely as I've gotten
Don't do
older.
that.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
100%. A lot of old school parents, dads are like that, I would say. They don't like you to
and
get
I
them
hate
gifts.
that.
Yeah, I
To be
agree. I
honest,
agree. You
straight
gotta,
up.
in a way, that's a form of love. Listen, everyone, there's, let's actually, I'll dive, let me speak about the letter situation that I had, and then I'll kind of dive a little deeper into what we just discussed. So with my letter, right? So my fiance had written me a letter, okay? And I didn't want to put it in my suitcase because I was worried what if the suitcase gets lost, whatever. So I was like, all right, fuck, like I gotta keep this with me. So it was the last thing that I decided to grab after leaving my aunt's house because we were gonna go to another house and leave from there, okay? From my uncle's house to say goodbye. My other uncle, your brother. And so my dumbass forgets the letter.
Oh,
So I was like, fuck, you know what I mean? And I was like, holy shit. I forgot this letter, and I was so mad. The whole trip was perfect. I had a blast. Didn't have one argument. Everything was beautiful. I built a even more beautiful connection with my significant other, and then I forgot this fucking letter. So we're driving all the way, and of course, as you know, in Syria, the financial situation isn't that simple. Okay, and so even getting gas is not that easy. So I was like, fuck, bro, we were driving 30 minutes out. So I was like, dude, shit, like I gotta get this fucking, I'm not leaving this country without getting this. I was literally leaving that night. I was like, I'm not getting this, I can't leave this country without grabbing this letter. There's no way. And so I was like, all right, fuck it, like whatever it's gonna cost me, it's gonna cost me. I gotta send a fucking car to go get it. Like I gotta send a car to go get it. I literally sent a taxi to go grab it all the way from that house to bring it all the way to where we're at. And it was funny because my two cousins, your nephews, they were in the back with me, and one of them, who doesn't really have a relationship, was like, or has never like been with a girl. He's like, "Bro, who gives a fuck, bro? Like, I'll just send you a picture." And then I was like, bro,
Now you are
dude,
in the spot, like,
yeah, yeah.
dude, no.
When he said that sentence, look, I got frustrated. I was like, yo, I was like, shit. And then what's funny though, his other brother, who has like been with somewhat with the girls and stuff, he looks at him, he's like, bro, shut the fuck up, like you don't get it, like we gotta get the letter, you know what I mean? And dude, like everything was going wrong. I was calling my aunt, the one who your sister, the one who has the one the I left the letter at her house. I was like, yo, and the fucking there was no signal, like everything was collapsing in that moment. I was so pissed off. In the end, I did get it, of course. And of course, I didn't open it. I didn't open it right away, as you said. Like, so in a way, it's similar to what you were experiencing. And you know, and I literally, and I had a fanny pack with me, so I tossed it in the fanny pack and I kept it with me, but I still didn't open it. And I wasn't gonna open it until I like got home, and I sat down and I really was able to appreciate it for what it was. So as I've gotten older, as you know, I've gone into a relationship, I've realized, like, life sometimes, bro, the small shit or the little things, that's the stuff that's the most beautiful about it, you know? Don't be so pent up on,
Correct.
and don't be so pent up on, like, oh, like, no, like, oh yeah, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't, bro, take it, bro, take it. This is a similar thing, for instance, okay? Sometimes when you're more well off in life, okay, there's a little story that I've heard. There was this girl who had or this family that had neighbors, okay, and these neighbors weren't that wealthy, they weren't that well off, whatever the case may be. But so there's a mom and then there's the son. So the mom tells the son, she's like, hey, go to the neighbors and ask them for some salt, right? Or sugar, whatever. Let's say salt for the sake of conversation. So they go ask them for the salt. And then the kid comes back with the salt and he's like, Mom, like, why the fuck are you telling me to go get some salt? Like, we have salt, you know? And the mom tells him, she's like, honey, like, there's something you gotta understand. They always come and ask me for things, right? And thankfully, we're blessed enough where we're able to give them. They aren't that well off enough for us to go and they're so they allow them to give you something in return. Allow them to feel like they're giving you something. Just because they're poor, they're not that well off, doesn't mean you're better than them. Doesn't mean that you're like whatever.
That's a
Yeah,
good story,
it's a
man.
beautiful story. And so the thing is, now when she's asking for the salt, that way the other family doesn't feel like you know, what the fuck, bro, I'm taking advantage of them. Like, at least they can feel like they're giving something back, you know? So don't be so fucking like pissed
Be
off all the
humble,
time.
humble. Be
Yeah.
humble
And
also.
and you know, and another story similar to that one, there's this guy who runs like a company through the internet. I don't know what he does. I think he does like drop shipping, which is basically he sells products online. But he has someone that he deals with in Malaysia, and he basically gave this person from Malaysia a job, a well-paying job, because obviously I'm sure in the most third world countries, no offense to Malaysia if it's not a third world country, but that's how the guy was telling the story. So the dude, so the Malaysian guy tells the business owner, he tells him, he's like, dude, it was the business owner's birthday, okay? And he's like, listen, man, I tried to like get a gift sent to you. I tried to like, blah, blah, but it didn't work out. I'm gonna send you like $200, and he sends him a link from Walmart to go buy a gift, like a watch. It wasn't the most expensive watch. Dude was a millionaire, right? Now, I think he took the wrong decision by he and what he did in the end was he didn't. He ended up sending him the money back and not buying the gift. But I was like, dude, sometimes like that was the guy trying to show him some appreciation. Like that was his way of showing him, like, hey man, sometimes you take that gift, take that little form of appreciation, that form of
You
love,
must.
you know?
You must. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and that's the thing. So a lot of people, I think, like, and that's the thing, bro. Like life is such a beautiful thing if you're looking at it the right way, you know? A
It
lot of people,
is.
a lot
It
of people,
is.
yeah. And so I don't know. That was just a little interesting story that I thought of, and
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
oh, excuse me,
and
that I've
and
heard.
and I've seen people, they get so mad because their neighbor or their family, they keep asking them for help. You shouldn't get mad, really.
What do you think about that? So, but how do you know? Well, then also, how do you tell the difference between help and being taken advantage, like someone taking advantage of you?
You'll be able to tell, but I'll dive to that. Uh, so if people just asking you for help all the time, like I don't like to say that I help people,
Yeah, 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 100%.
but when I'm always when in my neighborhood, most people, hey, how can we do this? Can you help me doing this? Can you help me do this? Because like I'm the father of the freaking neighborhood, so everybody, "Hey, take my kids, do
Okay,
that,
yeah,
do that. Can you bring my kids from
that's
school?
true.
Yeah, whatever, right? You should thank God for that.
100%.
You
The
shouldn't
fact
be
that
like,
the fact that
oh
you're
my
able to.
God, everybody asking for help, blah blah. You should be thanking God because they're asking you for this.
Yeah.
But also be humble. So don't be like, oh, they always ask me. I'm not gonna ask him for anything. But when you need something, just ask. It's
Don't be
okay to
afraid. Don't be
ask.
afraid to ask for
Yeah,
help. I think a lot of
it's a
people
beautiful
think
thing. It's a beautiful thing.
life is not an individual journey.
Yeah, and
It's
I say you should stop helping when you just said like how
the
they're
difference.
just taking advantage of you. You could tell when they start asking for a lot of stupid thing, they're so lazy to do it. You could tell like this dude has time, he
Makes
could do
sense.
it.
Makes sense.
Or like, hey, can you call this for me and book me this? And where their kids speaks way better English than you, and they're just saying laying down and
Yeah,
and
because they
and,
want to be lazy
and playing
asses. Yeah.
games. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Come on. Now
100%.
you're
And
taking advantage of this
yeah.
situation. Yeah,
Uh,
similar like that. Just be humble, thank God, and I would love to keep helping people.
Yeah, as long
I
as
don't
you're
mind
able
it at
to,
all.
it's a beautiful thing. Why not? And dude, sometimes help doesn't have to be materialistic. A lot of it is advice. Sometimes motherfuckers, not motherfuckers, but sometimes people like they just need someone to listen to them, bro. Like that's life. And any way you're able to better someone's life, improve their life, why not, man? Why not? Like even us doing this, right? If we can say one sentence and it impacts just one person, I was like, bro, that's amazing. That would be
That is amazing.
amazing.
That
and
is
and
amazing.
and
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, like dude, love is always a better decision. Love is always like, it's always easier to just be peaceful, be calm, no need to cause problems. A funny story, like I don't know, there was I don't know if I mentioned this on the last podcast, but I did mention that I had to open up did I mention that I had to open up a safe with a saw?
Yeah, you
I think I
did.
did, right. But did I tell
Yeah.
you what happened when we first parked? When we first
Yeah,
parked,
yeah.
I did.
Yeah, you said you walked in and
No, no.
you
So there was a part of the story that I left
Oh yeah,
out.
yeah, you did. You did. The guy in front of you, your dad kind of parked like
Oh, okay.
not
I did. I tell
perfectly
the story then.
fine.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna repeat
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But yeah. So in my point, like for anyone who didn't hear the story, I'll just say real quick. My dad parked his car. He didn't park the best. There was a dude that parked next to me, but that dude was fucking pissed off. Like his life was like, he was hella mad. Like he was waiting for me to say something to him, and I just ignored it. Like, bro, sometimes, like, why take the peaceful route? Who gives a fuck? Okay, he looked at you the wrong way. Fuck it, bro. Like, who gives a shit, dude? Like life is not worth like sitting here and
No.
and wasting your time and aggravating yourself for nothing, bro. Like I
They
left home,
say,
nobody got mad. I
yeah.
not yeah, like I didn't affect my
th-
mood. I didn't impact nothing. But sorry, you
They
said they
say
say
ignore is the strongest weapon.
100%. I agree with that a million percent,
It
dude.
is in every situation.
And don't
In
they
every
say, like,
situation.
one of the most popular quotes? They say ignorance is bliss. Why? Because the less you know, the better, bro. Like it's like like who gives a fuck? Like if you don't know, like let's say, I don't know. I'm not gonna think of a good example here, but I don't know. Let's say like someone. I'm a germaphobe, right, by nature. Okay, so let's say someone like touched this and their hands were dirty. If I didn't know, I would just drink it. Normally, it wouldn't affect me at all. It wouldn't matter to me. And life is the same way. Life is the same
Yeah.
exact way. and if you're able to like look past these things, not allow them to control you, don't let your emotions get the better of them, better of themselves. Don't let yourself. Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
yeah,
that's the
even when
correct
you're
English.
driving fast or somebody driving fast and they flip you off, I mean, just smile. I mean, just turn your
You
back,
know,
and
it's funny.
it's not
You're
because,
exactly like
oh,
that.
I'm
Yeah.
a pussy. No, you're a pussy. You gotta fight back. No, you
Yeah,
do
you're right.
not.
You don't. You don't
Just
have
keep
to, bro.
driving.
Yeah, just ignore.
Keep
Move on with your
driving.
life.
That's
Life is so
it.
much better that way.
Your kids
100%.
are waiting for you at the house. Your family. If you're not married, your mom is waiting. If you're not, your brother, somebody waiting for you.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is.
And even if
So
somebody's
don't be
not, even
stupid.
if somebody's not, if you just got yourself, hey, bro, why stress yourself out? Why the fuck you gonna give yourself a headache for
Exactly. You
nothing?
know, don't know what the other party will do. I mean, it's just stupid. Getting shot and I mean, over what? It's not worth it.
Exactly. Especially in
It's
Texas. I
not
don't know. I don't
worth
know. I
it.
don't know about in California we're pretty safe on that standard, but in that field. But y'all in Texas, is it true? Like you guys can just have guns? Like you can just go get a. What's the rules? Like, do they just do a
Yeah,
background check?
just show your driver license and just grab
Background
any gun
check?
you want.
What do you mean grab any gun you want?
Background check is like probably when
Oh,
I
what?
did mine, probably took not even a minute.
Are you serious, bro?
Yeah,
Just
very
1 minute?
soft. It's a very soft background
And it's
check.
probably like on a very base level, like nothing like too
Yeah,
dense.
yeah, like no felony, no major shit. Yeah, come on in. Which one you want?
Just like
Pay
that.
for it and take it home. Yeah, and you don't need any classes to carry it. You can carry it.
Really? And can you
Yeah.
can I just walk into a store with a gun?
Yes, you can, but some store that have like no gun and like
Oh,
airports and
they'll
stuff
say
like that.
airports make
Yeah, I
sense
mean they
then.
don't say
Yeah.
they have like a picture on it, like school. You can bring it to the school.
Obviously, that's common
Yeah,
sense. Yeah.
but yeah, you can carry it. You
That's
can keep it in
crazy.
your car.
What do you
You
say?
can,
What do you say then, FA, to speaking of, since I mean we're on the topic, like a lot of people they fight for the Second Amendment. They say that like with all these school shootings, for example, happening, okay? Some people argue that yeah, if people didn't have such an easy you didn't have such access, like easy access to guns, a lot of these things wouldn't happen. Me personally, even though we live in a democratic state, I don't care about guns personally. I don't give a fuck. I don't want a gun personally. I don't want to deal with that. It's too
I want
risky.
a gun.
Yeah.
I want to keep mine. I want to keep mine. But right now,
Yeah.
if you come home and you ask any one of my kids, they don't know where I hide my gun.
Of
They
course.
don't know where I hide it.
Of course. Yeah.
This is the problem. You buy a gun, be responsible.
Yeah.
Don't freaking put it on the table next to your bed and you leave and your 14-year-old gotta see it and he'll watch a movie that oh he can shoot people and he will never die and he's gonna go practice it outside.
So do you believe it's
Be
more about
responsible.
the structure in the household rather than the fact that you're able to access
Yes,
the gun?
yes, yes,
I
of
would
course.
say I
Hide
would say
it, be
I
responsible.
mhm.
And probably not probably. I'm with a little bit tougher background check.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Definitely,
Yeah, because you
definitely.
never know. And see, here's the thing though. It's like for me, I agree. Like a lot of people say, oh, guns kill people. And some people say, no, it's not the guns that kill people. It's people that kill people because an individual takes a decision to grab a gun. I could hop in a car and just run someone over if I choose. You know, obviously I would never do that. But the problem is a lot of people don't get that. A lot of it comes back to that's why some people's solution said that maybe we focus more on mental health like facilities and stuff like that. So I think that's probably like a good option as well.
Man,
Yeah, but then again, you don't
I don't
know.
know
At the end
about
of the day,
mental
but here's
health
my
shit
hold
in
on, hold on,
this
hold on.
country.
Hold on,
Man,
before you get
man,
before you get
people
there.
need to man up.
Yeah, I agree. I think but hold
They
on,
need to man up, bro.
but
They
Effie,
do.
what do you say
They
because
freaking take pills over little shit.
that's true.
Oh, my wife cheated on me. I'm taking pills. My
Okay.
life is destroyed. I gotta go kill some people.
Hold on.
What the
Before
fuck?
before we
Like,
continue.
dude,
Hold on,
go
before we
see what the
continue,
rest of the world
without a doubt.
they're going through.
Efe,
They're
hold
dying every
on.
day.
You're not
They
wrong.
don't
You're not wrong.
know. They don't go see a doctor to
Yeah.
get better. They don't take no pills to get better. Man, the fuck up.
Yeah,
That's it.
society has become
Soft.
soft, 100%. I think that
Soft, man.
this is not to take away from anyone's who actually has a genuine mental illness, because some people have, like, for example, PTSD. They've gone to war and they've dealt with like real things like that. I'm not saying no,
I'm not
but
talking about that.
a
We all
majority,
agree on
yeah,
this.
yeah, I know, but a majority, I would say at least 90+%. I would like, this is like, dude, a majority of people, for example, I used to think I had depression when I was younger. As I've gotten older, I realized, shut the fuck up, bro. You don't got shit. Like, you're just being a bitch. Like, I'm just like, and please, when I'm saying the word bitch, I don't mean it as like, it just means like, in other words, what I'm saying is I'm finding an excuse for myself to feel like,
Yes.
yeah, that's
Yes.
what I've learned as I've grown older. You don't need all that BS. You don't need the fucking pills. You don't need all that. Your life, you can figure it out on your own without
It's
a
all
doubt.
mental, dude.
I
It's
was
all
able to do it.
mental.
I didn't need no one's help. And I'm not saying I'm not saying if you need help, don't go ask for it. Go ask for fucking help. People all go through problems. We all go through struggles. That's what people are for. That's why I said life is not an individual journey. It's a group journey. We're all in this shit together. And as you said, if you can help someone, even in the slightest, sometimes it's a mental health thing. Like I said, sometimes people just need someone to listen to them. You know, be that person that checks in on your friends all the time. Even us, if we don't talk, now obviously we've been communicating a lot more since we started this podcast, but even prior to the podcast, if we go a couple days without talking, we're how you doing, what's going on, check in on your friends, check, like, bro, you can conquer whatever you're going through. I promise you, you can conquer whatever you're going through on your own, and with the help of the people that love you around you. But do not wait around hoping for things to just get better. Oh, or maybe, hey, if I take this medicine, I'm gonna get better. Ask anyone, bro. That shit didn't help me personally. I'll speak on myself. When I took like antidepressants, it didn't do shit for me, bro. It didn't do nothing. Like it was like I went to it. Now what I will say maybe helped me was therapy. Like, I have gone to therapy. Obviously, I'm studying to be a psychiatrist myself, so it's not that I don't believe in mental health. I without a doubt do. But I don't think you need to sit there and depend on some fucking medication or drugs or alcohol or whatever the case may be to numb your pain or to help you figure it out. Because anytime in life, if you're gonna depend on anything, anyone, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're gonna have to figure it out on your own. A lot of life is figuring it out. And then as you progress through your life, you're gonna find people that are gonna help you smooth things out. Your friends, your family, your significant other, all of that. I totally get it. I totally get it. Without a doubt, there's people out there struggling with things that are not easy to deal with. But I promise you, if you think that a medicine is gonna help you and cure, it won't. It's not going
No,
to.
it won't. It won't. It's
Now,
all mental.
now,
I guess I'm
yeah,
a little bit harsh.
yeah, no, no,
Yeah,
I
I
think,
am.
yeah,
But you cooled down the situation. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're a
I
little
think
bit
you I
better.
think you're attaching, maybe, no, excuse me, like you're which is true, that a lot of the shift that we've seen in society is because of that. You're not wrong though. Like, a lot of people sit there and they say, like, this is the problem, especially with America. America is very soft on this topic and very like, okay, dude, I've been to a doctor. They're like, right away, you bitch a little bit about, oh, I can't focus, and okay, here's some Adderall. Like, it's like, bro, you know that this year, the
It's
amount,
business.
it is 100% business. They want you to take those fucking pills, bro. It's all big
Yeah.
pharma. Like, here, I'm gonna
They
actually
want
pull
you to
up
get
the
sick.
percentage of how they increase, like how much Adderall has been. Here we go. Adderall prescription. Let's see,
They
per
want you to get
per
sick.
year.
And doctors, they don't focus on the
So
problem.
here,
They
I'm gonna
just
share my screen
focus
here. 100%, bro. They don't give a
like
fuck, bro. They're not
what caused that. No, here, take the pills. That's it.
exactly. And so now here, I'm gonna show the screen here. So here we see the number has steadily grown from 32.2 million in 2017 to 41.4 million in 2021. And this is, I think that's insane. Now, some people say, I believe that, for example, social media had to do a lot with this, the progression of technology, like how society has gone through time. It has, without a doubt, without a doubt, it has. Sorry, because I got a little bit of a notification on my laptop that messed my train of thought, but we're back. Um, it without a doubt. Sorry, I lost my train of thought here. What was I saying?
Talking about the medication.
Yeah, so just the way, I was talking about technology and society and social media and all this stuff. A lot of these things have shifted people's minds, and they've allowed them to believe things that they weren't sure. And as we said, I think a while back on one of the first podcasts, that um that when I was younger, I used to look at all these people and think, damn, I'm a fucking failure. I'm a loser. How can this guy be 20 years old and have all this money and all that? And I would sit there like I'm a bum. And that without a doubt impacted how I felt at that time and made me feel like I'm more
Yeah,
depressed and stuff. And again, I'm
yeah,
not saying there's without a doubt people that are struggling with real problems with deal and I'm not saying depression is not real and all that. There's people who suffer, so they're just their atmosphere. Sometimes people have shitty parents. Sometimes people have I don't know, whatever, it's just things are going wrong in their life or whatever the case may be. And this is not allowing them to progress in their life. Okay, sorry, we're back, everyone. We just had a little bit of a delay. It seems like these technical difficulties or these interruptions we need to work on them, I should say. But as I've said before, we will get better with time. But anyway, as I was saying, people do have real struggles. It's not taking it away from them. As a matter of fact, I think if everyone is just saying, oh, I'm this, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that, it takes away from the people actually dealing with real problems. And it doesn't allow them to focus. Like right away, what's the first thought of, oh, okay, here's some medicine, go, as you said. I'm not saying
that's
every
it.
doctor does that, but a
Yeah,
majority of them do, bro. Like
yeah,
nobody
oh
gives a
yeah,
fuck.
most of
One
them,
time,
most
one
of
time
them.
somebody made this comment. I saw this comment on an Instagram post. Imagine this guy's like, just remember that if your doctor is prescribing you a specific medication, it's probably because some chick or some dude came in and advertised themselves to them to convince them to give you this medicine. They don't give a fuck, bro. They don't. At the end of the day, most doctors give a fuck that they're getting a check in their pocket,
Yeah,
and
and
unfortunately,
because they're contractor
unfortunately,
right now,
yeah, exactly, and
they're
unfortunately,
contractor.
this is what society has become. Dude, not every person that's studying to be a doctor actually genuinely gives a fuck about improving people's lives. Not every person wants to do that. And I think that sucks. Like a lot of them are money hungry. And this is the society we live in now. A lot of it revolves around money, chasing money. Money is like like that's it. Like it's
It's
the
true.
thing that everyone
It's
everyone
true.
believes.
I agree on that. Like my wife went and she needs to do something on her teeth, and we felt the doctor. She becomes a saleswoman.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could do this. I could do this. I could make it look this. We felt my wife and I looked at each other like, you're not a doctor. You're a saleswoman.
Yeah.
You're trying to sell us shit. Did you
100%.
just fucking buy a house? Did you just buy a house and you're trying to pay for it, or did you lose some money in Vegas? Like, I mean, we don't understand like what's going on here. Like, we don't like we look for doctors like they own their own clinic,
Yeah.
so they give a shit when you walk in because they want you to come back. But it's hard to find him anymore.
Yeah.
They're all like, you go see a doctor, and in a year or two he's gone. They gotta see another doctor, and then another year is gone. They just do contracts, and they don't give a fuck if you come back or not. They just see you for 5 minutes. Here, take this. Bye bye. They don't even know your name. I mean, they don't
Very
care
true.
about you. In the old days, they sit down, they talk to you, they want you to come back. I mean, it's their business. They take care
You
of it.
you
But now it's
100% right.
like, I don't care. I'm not paying the bills. I'll just get my $500,000 contract, and when it ends, either they renew it or either I go somewhere else.
Yeah. And unfortunately that's what it's become. That's what it has become. And
Yeah, nobody gives a shit.
it
Even a specialist, when you pay high top dollar, you walk in there, the dude don't have time to sit down and spend a real time with you.
Yep. They're more concerned.
He
Dude,
or she,
they
yeah,
they 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 do it and this is a very interesting fact. So we know a couple of doctors, but do you know what insurance companies reference humans as? Do you know what they call them?
but
Heads. They call them heads. Like how many heads did you serve today? Like
oh wow,
we're not even humans. Like they're just called like you're just a
oh
head.
wow,
Like imagine that.
that's
You think they
crazy.
give a fuck, bro? Like nobody cares, bro. And unfortunately, that's what it is. A lot of countries, like their health systems are a lot better. America's not the best in the world, I'll be honest. Like we pay a shit ton of money sometimes for it, and you still gotta pay even more when you go see a fucking doctor. Like they make you want to not even go. Like you start to think twice before having to go because you're like, fuck, if I'm gonna go to the hospital,
Yeah.
I need to spend $400, but even though I'm paying like $1,000 a month for insurance, like it's like what the fuck? So it's like you want me to sit there and listen. It this is the thing that we need to like understand. Your life is not going to get better if you're not going to improve it. Simple as that. Simple as that. You're going to have to take the initiative. You're going to have to take that first leap to grow and to be a better person, no matter where you are. Now, again, I will say some people are limited based on their circumstances, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Maybe they're happy. Maybe that's what they want.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they're satisfied with their life. Maybe they're, I don't want to grow. I don't want to do this. I just want to live like that. And they're
And
probably
listen,
happier than us,
if yeah,
happier than any millionaire on earth.
yeah, that is very true. That is very true. And sometimes change is worse for individuals. And yeah, I mean, look, uh, you as a what is the thing the word I'm looking for here? I mean, I'll be honest. Simply, you just got to take and you got to take that decision. It's a decision. Things happen in instances. Changes happen in an instance. It's a matter of, are you gonna wake up today and be better, or are you gonna wake up today and just be where you are? And again, it's not like F is saying, some people are content where they are and they're happy and that's
Yeah.
fantastic. But if you're not
But being
happy,
better, it doesn't
but if
have to be just like money wise, work
correct, it's
wise,
not just about
it's
money.
family
It's not
wise.
just about
It
money.
could be health.
Correct.
It could be any
Mm-hmm.
goal you set.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you have a lot of weight. You want to lose it. Just set a goal. It
And
doesn't
push
have to
forward.
be like, I
Yeah.
want to be better. I want to be. Why? Why do people always focus like money? Like, I want to be a millionaire. I
Well,
want to be a
that goes back to what
millionaire.
I was
I want
telling
to
you.
be
It's
a
like
millionaire.
this is what society
Like, this is
has
like you
convinced. It's
talk to
convinced
anybody in the
everyone.
street.
It's convinced
Yeah, that's their
everyone
main
that
goal.
yeah, that money's the
And this
answer.
guy just standing right there. You could tell his belly, it's like 2 foot ahead of him, and he's like, he could barely walk, and he wants to be a millionaire. Go fix yourself.
Yeah.
No
Improve your
offense to
health. Improve.
anybody, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, just go fix yourself. No,
I
no,
feel, I think I
I'm a harsh guy.
I
I'm
feel,
a harsh guy.
I think if I if you stay talking
I
to the
am
same.
harsh because sometimes you got to be harsh, so
Yeah,
they have to
I agree.
understand.
I agree.
If their feelings gonna be hurt because I'm just telling a dude that he's barely 2 foot in front of him, and he can even walk or run, and he's lazy, he wants to sit on a sofa all day long, all smoke cigarettes and drink soda, and he's satisfied with his life. Well, I gotta be harsh. I need to
Yeah,
wake him up or
yeah.
wake her up. But if they're gonna be like, "Oh, this guy talks too much crap," blah blah, then I'm sorry, don't listen. Straight up.
And I agree with you because you're
Then
not
you're
saying,
soft. I don't
listen,
need you
you're not
to
saying
listen.
why? Because what's your intention behind the words that you're saying? You're not saying these things so that someone that because you're like, oh, you're trying to put someone down. You're saying these things because you want these people to improve their lives. You want these people
Good
to be
point.
better.
And yes, you're right.
And that's my
And yes,
point.
you're
So,
right.
what's your intention? I think a lot of people take that away nowadays. A lot of people focus on, oh, you hurt my feelings. You said this sentence. It's like, bro, but why am I telling this to you? Why am I saying this to you? I'm not saying this to you to fucking piss you off and to ruin your mood and to make you a worse person. I'm saying this to you because I want you to be better. I want you to be the best version of yourself. And
Yeah.
that doesn't, and
Yeah.
as you mentioned, it's not just about money. It's not always about money. It could be your health, your emotional state of mind, your mental state of mind. Like all these things are so important in life. And in my mind, they're far more important than money. As we've said before, money is important, but it ain't everything. And it's not gonna solve all your if you think that, oh, if I had $1 million, I'd be happy. No, you would not, bro. Without a doubt. Listen,
Yeah, $1
I
million
do
is
think
not that much anymore
yeah,
anyway.
okay, but FA still a million is a million. But anyway,
It is. It's a
I'm not
lot
gonna
of
say that
money, but
it can't
it's
make you
not.
happy, but it definitely without a doubt can't solve all your problems. So whatever you believe like is the solution, you gotta this is why I would say before you go and search for love, before you go and before me myself, I'm not. I would say I get it. Being financially stable is important, but more important than anything, I'm mentally, emotionally in control of who I am. I understand who I am. I'm aware of who I am,
That's all you need.
and those things are far more important than oh, if I have fucking 100,000 in the my bank, so that I could like live a beautiful. You'll figure out your finances. Money comes and goes, bro. Don't fucking
Yeah.
think about it. Focus on you.
You
Try
got
to
to
be
need to know what do you need to do in life.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
that's goal
Figure it
number
out.
one.
Understand your path. Understand the set goals. Like we've set our goal here with this 10th episode. We're halfway there to our goal. Uh, I think this puts us at the end. We did discuss a lot of things. So,
Is it already an hour?
yeah, it has been an hour.
Oh
So,
wow.
so we do appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Again, listen, everyone. If you disagree with anything we say, if you agree, we love to hear it. We love to hear it. I don't know who's sticking around to the end to hear me say this BS, but we appreciate it. Sometimes we may be a little bit harsh. Listen, man, we're human just like you. We're figuring this shit out just like you. life is, as I said, is a group journey. It's not an individual one. So don't be so quick to fucking judge people. Don't be so quick to fucking you know what's the word I'm looking for? Take a look at our words and be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? You know, let's go back and forth. Let's
Or
understand.
even works on the other way around. Don't be too quick to be like, oh, this guy's nice. Oh, this woman is nice. You don't
Hundred
know.
percent, 100%.
You gotta, yeah, you gotta know them well to know
Yep, yep,
if
yep.
they're cool or they're not cool.
Yes, sir. Well, appreciate everyone tuning in. This is episode number 10 of Us Being You. And you guys have a beautiful night, day, evening, morning. I think this is going to be a thing that I say on the regular, but whenever you're
Yeah,
listening, appreciate y'all tuning
like he said.
in.